Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about IPO of LIC. First of all, we will talk about the company itself, that is LIC. Then after we will see pros and cons of IPO of LIC, and lastly at the end of video I will put forward my views regarding investment strategy. So without any further delay, let's start this video. The issue size of LIC IPO is slightly more than 21,000 crore, and at this size still government is selling only 3.5% of its stake, that is 96.5% of stake is still with government. So you can see how big the company is, and it is the largest and biggest IPO in the history of NSE and BSE. The company is the largest insurance company in India, and it is fifth largest insurance company in the world. It sells 3 out of 4 insurance policy, life insurance policy in India, and it manages assets worth of rupees 39 lakh crore. Even the largest public sector bank such as SBI cannot pull this kind of money, and it is behemoth. Why I am saying that? Because the money it manages is more than the mutual fund industry combined together in India. That is, let me say again, let it sink in. The money managed by LIC is 39 lakh crore, is more than the money managed by mutual fund industry combined together. It owns 4% of stake in all listed entities in Indian stock market, and it holds more government bonds than RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India. Now you may have question like, Jatin, it is an insurance company, then how come it holds stock and bonds? Let me clear. LIC works in such a way that its policies are part insurance and part investment products. They collect premium on regular basis, and from this premium they invest this money in equities for a greater return, invest some of the money in bonds to get a safer return, and they set aside some money in case of death cover or for maturity of policies. Now if we see the data, then 37.45% of income of LIC they invest in central government securities such as central government bond issued by central government, and they are very safe because government doesn't default. 24.62% of income invested in government securities, that is state government securities, that is state government bonds, and these bonds are also secured. And only 24.78% of income they invest in equities. Even in equities also they only invest in large cap companies such as Reliance, HDFC, TCS, Infosys. So they see the benefits of their policy holder first, and in case of blue chip companies or large cap stocks, the chances, the volatility and the risk is lower, and they also get more returns. Now let us see some pros and cons of applying in this IPO. First of all, we will see some positive points. That is, it is a government company, so people have more trust in this government entity rather than on private companies such as HDFC insurance company, Max Life insurance company, Reliance insurance company. So better than that, they will put more trust on government companies, particularly in rural area. And in rural area, through agents they collect this money, but private insurance companies they took the different route. They sell their policy through their banks or through online directly. You can apply for these insurance policies. So that is one thing. And when you are selling insurance, then you are not selling only insurance, you are selling peace of mind. When people buy policies, they don't see the CAGR, that is how much return they are getting, because this is not an investment purpose. They are insurance is for unforeseen circumstances, so they only see that guaranteed sum of a return, and in plus there is insurance. It is a safe instrument, so people have more trust in government entity, that government will prioritize interest of their policyholder above anything else. They have stable income. From investor perspective, if you see, then their premium, they will collect, agent will collect these premiums at a regular interval, and this will generate regular money, regular income for LIC. Plus they have income through interest as well as rental income, and through equity also they get regular income in terms of dividend as well as price appreciation of the stocks held by the LIC. Furthermore, they have got unclaimed amount of rupees 20,000 crores with them. So what happens in rural area particularly, people buy this insurance policy and put these papers somewhere hidden. So in case of death or maturity, they forget that they have bought this policy and this is matured. So this money they don't claim, and this unclaimed money is with LIC. So this type of money they have got in tune of rupees 20,000 crore. From the investor point of view, this is the biggest insurance company in India, and once they are listed, they can be part of world index such as FTSE index, or may included in MSCI index of emerging market. So once they will enter in these indexes, definitely then for an institutional investor of ETF or any other, they have to buy this share. So without fundamental analysis or anything else, just because it includes in index, FII will buy, and FII will buy at the price whatever they will get. Let us talk about some negative points. First is liberalization. After liberalization in insurance sector, now private company is eating the market share of LIC. Definitely LIC is still growing, but growth is slowed down because of this liberalization. And if you see in particular in the history, then after liberalization or after entry of private sector, generally government sectors doesn't perform that well. For example, BSNL was doing really great, and it was doing profit. It was in positive. Their profit were, I think, in the tune of 10,000 crore or something. But after entry of Reliance, that is Jio and Airtel and Vodafone, their market share are now down and they are in loss as well. In case of civil aviation, if you see that Air India was there, but after Jet Airways and other SpiceJet and other airline companies, they are operating at a lower margin, and they were cost effective as well as providing greater services, and due to this, Air India is now in loss as well. And it is one of the reason why this government entity is in loss, is because government entity generally doesn't work for profit. Its main work is to provide services or to serve people of India, and that is their main motto. And that is why I think maybe one of the reason why after entry of private sector, government entity doesn't do that well. LIC, the growth of LIC is slowed down, but LIC claimed that this is due to COVID-19 situation. Because of COVID-19, agents were not able to go to their client's house and collect this premium. It is still government entity, so it may be asked to save a drowning ship, for example IDBI Bank. The company was bleeding heavily. It was in loss and 25% of loan book, IDBI's loan book, was NPA, that is non-performing asset or bad loan. And LIC, at that time LIC has heavily invested in this bank, and 51% of their stake bought by LIC, and I think 21,600 crore was invested by LIC, and it was said by spokesperson of LIC that it was strategic investment, and IDBI's branches will help LIC to sell insurance policy. But obviously it was falling down, and in equity investment also they may have some loss, this kind of loss. For example, 32,000 crores of their investment has gone bad. Even at this size of money, 32,000 crore of rupees, this is only 1% of LIC's money. Now you ask, as an investor, what should we do? Definitely secondary market or grey market is very active in LIC IPO. So if you are looking for listing gain and market, if market supports, then definitely you can apply, and on the day of listing you can get some profit and close your position. Now what will I do if I am a long-term investor? If I am a long-term investor and a young, obviously I am young, then I will not invest in this company because it is not a high growth company. And obviously now the sector, all insurance sector, is slowing down, and growth will be definitely steady, but I will go for a high growth company. If I am long term investment and old age, then definitely I will apply for dividend and steady growth it offers, and I will get the monetary benefits in terms of price appreciation. One more thing I would like to add here is, in case of largest IPO in the history of NSE, generally what happens is they are available at the lower price than their IPO price, such as Paytm, such as Coal India. So LIC may available in future at a lower price, so you have to look for it as well as a long-term investor. With this, I would like to end this video, and if you have learned something, then please like our videos. We have other videos as well, and please check them out. And please, if you like my work, then share and subscribe. Thank you very much.